Okay, in this session, we're going to discuss about the maximum power transfer theorem. It says that this theorem is used to find the value of the load resistance for which there would be maximum amount of power transfer from the source to the load. Now, using this maximum power transfer theorem, we will be able to calculate or the find out at what value of the load resistance we get the maximum power at that load. Now, if you consider this linear circuit and then if you replace this one with the Thevenin's theorem, we can calculate the IL is equal to VTH by RTH plus RL. Now, in order to calculate the power at this, it is P is equal to I square times R, right? Now, in place of I, we are going to replace with this one. So to deliver the maximum power transfer, okay, first we are going to calculate the power. P is equal to I square times RL, and then if we replace in place of I square with the IL is VTH by RTH plus RL square times RL. Now, in order to get the maximum power transfer, we have to differentiate it with respect to RL and then set it to 0. PL can be okay. Now see here, we can play around with the output power by changing the RL here. PL can be maximized by varying the load resistor, and maximum power can be delivered when we set or when we make the derivative of the power with respect to load resistor is equal to 0. Now if we substitute here in place of PL, okay, now this is the PL here. If we substitute PL with this one, and then if you simplify this one, you'll get like this. And then if you again further simplify, you'll get 0 is equal to RTH minus RL, which means RL is equal to RTH. Now at this point, when our RL is equal to RTH, we get the maximum power transfer. Now, okay, let's look at this network here. So in order to get the maximum power transfer here, our RL should be equal to this RTH or the internal resistance of that circuit or that network. Now, if you plot the graph for this one, if you plot the graph for the maximum power transfer theorem, our the parameter that we can play around is with the load resistor here. Now, in the beginning of the RL, our power is also equal to 0. Somewhere at this RL, our P is equal to here. And then somewhere when RL is equal to RTH, we achieve the maximum power transfer to the load. And then again, if we keep on increasing the RL, again, our power delivered to that load decreases. So this is how that maximum power transfer theorem looks like if you plot in the graph. So when RL is equal to RTH, we have the maximum power transfer here. Now the maximum power transfer to the load, okay, maximum power is transferred to the load when the load resistance equals the Thevenin's resistance as in, okay. Now when RL is equal to RTH, we have a maximum power transfer. Now P max is equal to VTH divided by 4 RTH. Now simply here, we have to substitute here VTH. Okay, now when this RTH is equal to RL, we can write 2 RL or 2 RTH. Then we have whole square here. So if we simplify this one, again we have multiplied with RL. So we are getting P max is equal to VTH squared divided by 4 RTH. The above equation is the power consumed by the load or the power transfer to the load. The power is also loss in between the internal circuit. Now, therefore, the total power given by the source will be 2 times the above equation. Now, this power is transferred to the load. Now, same amount of power will be also delivered, consumed by the internal resistance. Okay, if you consider this one, this network. Now power P max is equal to VTH square divided by 4 RTH is the power delivered to this resistance only or this load resistance only. Now the same amount of power is being lost or consumed by this internal circuit, which means the total power delivered by this source will be this plus this or 2 times this power. So this is what it says here, which means our P total will be equal to 2 times VTH square divided by 4 RTH, which is same as VTH square divided by 2 RTH. Now this is the total power supplied by the source, and then when it comes to the maximum power delivered to the load, it will be half of this total power delivered. Other half is consumed by the internal circuit, internal resistance of that network, and then other half is power consumed by the load resistor. Now that why we're considering into two, the reason is the maximum power transfer happens only when RTH is equal to RL. So that's it about the maximum power transfer theorem. And then about the examples, you can try with any solve examples from, okay, not from any textbook, or you can also try to solve the examples from the previous the Thevenin's theorem that we have solved in the class. And then with this again there are assignment. Okay, now this is the assignment 2. Write all the following mentioned theorems statement and solve one example each. It's 20 marks, and then later I'm going to convert it to 2 marks. We have Taylor theorem, Millman's theorem, substitution theorem, reciprocity theorem, compensation theorem. So each theorem consists of the 5 marks, and okay, I think 4 marks. 4 5 are 20. Okay, and then later I'm going to convert it into 2 marks. And then okay, forget about this the summation deadlines. So that's it about the unit 3.